no other.
I'm gonna need you to dial it back a bit. Frieza, you're freaking me out here.
Universe of every last one of you.
Oh, luckily you're only a level 2, so
Make
can't be that.
me immortal!
He's a level 2 with dialogue. Okay, that's a bit iffy, but
I made you a
you know what?
promise, didn't I?
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
said you would
It's
experience a dread
not that big of
like
an
no other.
issue.
I intend to rid the universe.
Oh, that's good coffee. Alright. I like that they're updating this game more and more, like bit by bit, but once they start throwing in new maps, I'm gonna be so curious about that. I mean, granted, there's only so many they can pull at one time. It's like, okay, like you can do like maybe a destroyed area, like the Android Saga, and even make it like match the anime to a bit, where it's like all dark and decrepit looking, and it's dark everywhere. I think that'd be, and have it rain for no reason. And then it'll be like, oh yeah, and you get like future Gohan as like a new transfer you can use, and you have to fight with one arm though. Like that's unavoidable. That'd be so good.
You found a power key. Go slot it. Great.
I mean, technically
You
they
know what to
can
do with that
have him
key.
fight with two arms, but seeing that his whole thing now that he's known for is fighting with one arm, it's weird to just have it. I get why they have it there, but considering we're able to gun down the Mechians and just straight up eat people in this game, it shouldn't surprise me. Actually, no. They should definitely have it as one arm. That'd be so good. Oh, hey, saving people.
Are you here to save me?
That'd be such a good one too, because you know they don't ever really show it no more. Like they did it in what, Sagas and Legends eventually. Like the legendary finished unit has one arm, but for some reason they decide not to give it to the other ones. And again, it's not that he always had one arm. That's just technically considered his like defiant look now. Because yeah, in the beginning he had an arm, then he didn't. But obviously his big scene and big fight afterwards was with one arm. So yeah. That's one thing I liked about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot though, is like I feel like they put a lot of time and effort into like the Future Trunks DLC after the other two were kind of just meh. And it's so nice too, because you get to see like Gohan's thing of like, you get to see him spend more time with Trunks before their little departure, and like they get little life lessons and stuff here and there. You even get to see what happens to everyone else. You get to see Chi-Chi and the Ox King, like Roshi and them. I still find that mission completely annoying though, where it's like, where's Master Roshi? Oh, he heard the android was a female, and it's just like, so he went over to, and my thing, I was just like, I get what happens afterwards, like, you know, you have to go save him and try to fight the androids off as like Kid Trunks, and then at the end he does this whole like, you know, do whatever you wish to me, but let the kid go, grant this old man's request or whatever. But at the same time, I'm just sitting there like, don't try to be noble now after you literally risk your life for the option to try to talk down the one you thought was pretty. And then when obviously it didn't work, you were basically gonna get murdered until I stepped in. But it's like, what? But then like this whole thing is like, I think I discovered their weakness. What is their weakness? Well, because they're so strong, they don't feel the need to, you know. Actually, I probably should have taken that. It's whatever. It's like, they don't feel the need to get stronger or train. So all you have to do is get stronger than them, and then you can win. Which again, I was like, that's not very good advice, because that basically just goes like, oh well, you know, I just have to do this, and it's like, yeah, why didn't I think of that? Oh wait, because that's stupid. It's like, no shit, they're trying to get stronger to beat the androids. It's like you're basically telling them something they already knew. Oh. See, I'm getting better at dodging those, but oh, god damn it, never mind. Forget I said anything. Okay. See, one thing I've learned is like, when it comes to people like Frieza and all of them, it's like, oh. Okay. Don't follow me, I'm not here. Ah, shit, there's no Namekian. Nope.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
Yep, yeah, stop that. Don't you dare. Stop it. Leave me alone. Go away. Oof. Got him stuck. Oh, he's probably pissed now. Oh, wait. That's not good. That is very much not good. See, I'm not even level 3 yet. But I'm ready for round 2. Or at least I would be if I had... I just can't get hit again. Okay, so that's just gonna go. I think what gets me about this sometimes is like when you see it too, is like sometimes it's like, oh, okay, the super time machine. That's technically our only hope of winning. Because even if we escape, the Raider still technically wins. Because the only way to properly defeat him is to just, you know, knock his health down and destroy him, or to use the super time machine to get him out of this timeline. Which again, I appreciate that you have options, but even when you escape, you don't really like stop the Raider. You win, but you don't win. It's like it feels like a hollow victory. Like same thing as the Raider. Whenever you destroy the super time machine and then they get away, it's like, yeah, you know, technically I won, but I didn't get all of them. So you know, it feels like a half victory. Yeah, but you know, there's some people I know that's like, oh, well, a dub's a dub. Like, it's like you didn't win in WWE because you like beat me with more skill or with better abilities or so on and so forth. It's like you got yourself DQ'd, so you kept the belt by disqualification. It's like, oh, well, I still win. You don't get the belt. Dub is a dub, and I'm like, ah, god damn it. Don't look this way. Don't look this way. Don't look this. Ah, damn it. All right. You know, quite frankly, I don't know what I expected because he's still beating my ass. Nope. Oh, that's not good. I am running out of options. So, is he looking at me? No, he is not. Come on. A little more. Ah, I see, it's still not enough though, but if I have to do, come on. Heal, or... Well, actually, no, he's not healing, just regains my shield. Oh, hey, someone got the Dragon Balls.
Now, understood.
I would love to see someone accidentally hit, like, circle or something and back out whenever that happens, just to be like, oh, well, oh, I can't land. If he destroys that, the whole point of this is pointless. Wow, that did nothing. Damn it! Oh no! Oh, okay, we got it. We're straight. We good.
What?
Bye bye, Frieza. Yeah.
You would experience a dread.
I was actually watching some people talk about some of these while they were playing, like pointing out some issues and things they were like in the new one. I like the idea of more maps because now that I think about it, having more characters would be nice, but it's one of those things that just kind of like, yeah, that'd be nice, but realistically, playing on the same maps will get old after a while.
As well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right
And that's something I
spots.
just don't really appreciate. It's like, because I guess I don't think about it at the time, but I'm just like, yeah, no, having more options for maps would probably be better because more characters is nice, but if you're just going through the same thing over and over again, people are gonna be like, well, where's season 2? Where's the update? Where's the pass for this, and this? And that's also something that gets me, is like if a game blows up and gets real popular, I don't know if the developers get complacent because they didn't expect it to blow up, so it's like this is all we put into it or all we were going to. But you know, developers, the consumers, just that. It's gluttony, it's consuming, it's hungry. They always want new updates, new patches, new things, DLC, so on and so forth. They want more content to consume. That is their thing. Oh god, I did not mean to do that. Oh wow, that Frieza is moving.
Go slot it.
And that's the thing, like especially when a game takes off that no one expected to, it's like, oh well, well shit, now what? We didn't expect to get this far, so what do we do? What do we add? How do we develop this? So on and so forth. And it's just like, okay, well we just gotta see what people liked, what they didn't like, and what they would like fixed. We can pepper in some more stuff here and there, maybe some cosmetics, some stuff like that here and there, which again, I still think for this game, and again, just to be a simple thing too, is like you can throw in some characters, you can throw in Chi-Chi, and you can think like, oh well, what are their abilities going to be, because they need things tailored specifically towards them to make them stand out, make them a bit unique. It's like, okay, let's say you throw in like early Dragon Ball Chi-Chi, because it wouldn't really make sense to throw in like Z or Super, because she doesn't really do anything in any of those. Like, yeah, she could still fight, but I think her most known version, I guess, is like End of Dragon Ball Chi-Chi, or her kid version. So it's like, okay, well, how are we gonna throw her in there? It's like, okay, give her the Bancho fan, and maybe just give her an ability like where she just outright yells at somebody, and have that like shriek stun the Raider or something, kind of like with Bulma's like pose or whatnot. Or you can throw in launch. It's like, well, what about her? It's like, okay, give her a gun. And yeah, that seems too straightforward. It's like, okay, also give her the ability to sneeze, and when she sneezes, she turns into her other self, and then she gets a new ability. Boom, already done.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
Like there's ways you can get around it. It doesn't all have to be like key based or whatever. It just needs to be creative. And Frieza's, is he looking this way? No, he's not. Okay, cool. I need to make sure he's not looking at me. He's looking at something else. Oh, no, he definitely sees me. He's looking, oh, no, he's looking right at me. Come on. See, again, my thing is like, if I know the Raider's gonna chase me, my first strategy is to get him away from everyone else. So if he's looking at me, then he's not looking at them. And at that point, it's like, I might as well just have him follow me and lead him away. Because, yeah, it makes it harder for them to revive me if I'm, what the hell is that range? Good God. But yeah, if he's following me, it makes it a lot harder for them to get got, because at that point it's like, well, he's already looking in my direction, so yeah. So they can do whatever they need to do, or they can get a heads up, and it's a lot easier to see the Raider when it's, oh hey, thank you, Zero. You're the best. There we go. And I'll take that. Good stuff. Why should that just be beer? It's like, what are you drinking? It's like, oh, it's a cool down drink. Well, what is it? Is it an energy drink? Is it a coffee? No, it's beer. It's like, ah, that makes sense. Good old liquid courage. Wearing you up to go again. And again, there's a lot of things you can do with like the characters, and if not just the characters, and hell, you can even throw in their costumes. Because again, this is ripped straight from Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, so you can just throw in the outfits. It's like, yeah, you can dress up as like Orin or Upa or anyone from that tribe, and it's like, yeah, you can also dress up as like your Dragon Ball Z characters, because why not? But again, I think this game would do a lot better if they focus more on the Dragon Ball aspect of it. And again, because again, imagine if they had like, not the Turtle style Last Resort move, it's Devilman's move, where like he makes your heart explode because it's like, yeah, he's evil or whatnot. Like, that'd be so good. Don't worry, friend. I got ya.
Now, state your
I would laugh if someone hit circle and Shinra just scattered again. Like, oh, okay, never mind. I get this one. No, messed up. That would be too. When you think about. Oh wait, no, he's not looking at me. Cool. That is something that always gets me though. Is like, people always think they can like solo the Raider by themselves once they get like to level 3 or something. It's like, no. Even if you're decent at the fighting in this game, which isn't really so much fighting as it is like pressing a single button. Because again, even with like the even in Legends, I like Legends, I really do. There's some strategy here and there when making your teams and using your abilities, and it's also a timing thing. Ooh. But at the same time, it's like, it's not super complicated. This is the same way. There's ways to play about it, But realistically, there's only so much you're able to do. Oh, nope, he hit his. Oh, wait, no, I know what he's doing, I know what he's doing, I know what he's doing. Move.
Good. Someone is down. Can you help them?
Oh, I probably wasn't smart of me to cancel that early, but let me see. Nah, I ain't got nothing. I just have to keep him away from the pirates, man. Gotcha! Oh no, I missed horribly. I missed horribly. That was not a good idea. That's a good thing I held onto that shield. Alright.
Allies knocked out. Can you save them?
But yeah, you can do that devil man thing. Oh, got him. And that's another dub. Yeah, you can do devil man's beam. You can do, I mean, technically you can do anything like that. Oh, they could throw in ranch fan. That'd be interesting too. Well, there's so many people that get doing. You can do that guy who had like the stink touch. I remember. You can do that dinosaur that could talk for some reason.
What is this?
Because why not? You can even do like, you can even get creative with the costume. That's good coffee.
Here I
Oh,
go.
she's happy. I'm glad one of us is.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine as well.
I would
as
love for them to
create
do, cause I know like with like fighters and whatnot, you don't want to like mess up their aesthetic by like, cause again, even like old school like games like Street Fighter and stuff, they had like color palette swaps where it's like, yeah, you can pick your favorite costume color without changing the actual costume, because so it doesn't mess up anything in the game. It's just an aesthetic thing. Which you could technically, while you can do that here, especially with like the Raiders, you can get different colors of them and stuff, which I am all down for. It's one of those things of like, you might as well just throw in some, because they already got like unique backpacks and everything. They could technically throw in some more interesting costumes, especially for like the transfers or the anything like that. Like imagine if you summon Shenron instead of getting like Goku, for instance, you got like Christmas Goku and he has like a Santa Claus outfit on or something. Or you can get like adult Trunks and his like kid Trunks version costume, or you can get Gohan from like, not even, I was gonna say the BoJack movie, but no, actually no, I can't think of a decent costume for Gohan. Oh no, his Cell Saga outfit with like, you know, the white
It's a new power key.
and like the simple martial arts looking one that he wears, like briefly, you can get something like that, but like in his base form obviously, because they don't have Super Saiyan here yet. And then like, and you can do so much. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say give them any like of their stuff from like Super yet, because it hasn't been like a thing yet. But you can get like Piccolo's driving outfit maybe with him on it, or like when you turn into them and you're in the mech in, you can wear it. I think that'd be a good touch. You can get Frieza and like his business. That is a thing.
You have my thanks.
That I remember them announcing. It's like, yeah, his Frieza dressed up as a. Because again, I think the whole thing with like Toriyama is he based Frieza off of like some what he considered to be like the worst people in the world at the time.
Found another power
I don't know if
key.
it's still his
Music
thing,
playing.
where it's like,
Great. You
I
know
remember
what to
that
do
was
with
something.
that
It's like specific kind of businessman. He and like these like this is what he based Frieza off of. I'm like, that's hilarious. And again, that's another thing I like about this too. Is like if you have the, I think it's like a majority thing, but if they see a majority, if someone has like a majority of the Dragon Balls, they will give you the Dragon Balls. Except there's always that one guy who tries to hold on to one Dragon Ball specifically and doesn't want to share it. Damn it, there we go. And then like you end up you arguing with him like, come on man, give me the Dragon Balls. He's like, no, you give me the Dragon Balls. It's like, bitch, I have 6, you have 1. I outnumber you. Give me the Dragon Balls. And he's like, well no, I want to summon Shenron. And again, I don't know why people assume that. They always assume that they can fight the Raider if they get the Dragon Balls like 1v1. It's like, no you cannot. The Raider is literally too strong for that. Like, the idea is you use it in sync with your other teammates and you basically can overwhelm them, especially when they're lower levels. Especially once they hit the final form, it's like you're not beating them.
Place it now.
But people get really upset about that. It's like, how come I can't solo him by myself with the Dragon Balls? It's like, Because this is like these are like main characters, like main villains from the saga, and you're just a regular human. Even Shinron isn't going to just suddenly make you strong enough to beat them. Like, which you can make the argument, right? Well, he did it with Piccolo, and these people are way stronger than Shinron. Technically, it's like, yeah, well, Shinron also is kind of different in that one, considering this is like Z version of Shinron versus. But again, even then, it still is a bit confusing because it's like, how do you like? Because again, they can only, in theory,
That was a close
the
one.
Dragon Ball. I don't know if they retconned it or not, but it's like they can only do so much depending on the person who made them. So the stronger the person, the more options and stuff their wishes have. I think. Again, it's been a minute. Oh hey, I found the pedestal. Nice. Oh, they're fighting someone. That sounds like it's not my concern at the moment. And that's what gets me, is like, even like you have a lot of advantages as the survivor versus as the raider, but the whole thing about being the raider is you're also stupidly strong, so the survivors can't just, even if they do try to like swarm you, you can still handle them if you need to, that kind of thing. But the strategy, I think, is you want to pick off at least 1 or 2 of them early, because the more of them you drop, the better. And see, that's the problem too, is like when you get someone that has like multiple Dragon Balls and they want to rush the raider, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop.
Here goes.
There we go. Look at me.
Here goes.
Ooh, I'm respawning. Oh, never mind. So yes, anything.
Can you save them?
Bye. Like I did that in the air. And see, that's something I keep thinking about too. It's just like there's so many unique abilities and items you can throw in, which I'm sure they're working on some stuff now. But at the same time, there's also one of those things when it comes to like expectations. No one expected much from this game, so no one's gonna expect this game to be all crazy. But I'm telling you, if they start updating some more stuff here and there, and then the game just kind of takes off, then yeah, I'd be down for it. It's like, yeah, because again, there's some stuff you just want to see. Because at first I thought this was just going to be a spin-off to Xenoverse 2 to like hold people over while they work on Xenoverse 3 at some point in human history, you know, eventually.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, come on, time to get back in this. Ow, never mind, that hurt a lot. Let's try that again. Yeah!
Kamehameha!
Yeah! One more time. Oh, I was going to say one more time with feeling, but I guess I went through all that.
Enough out of you!
And nope, he's done. Oh, nope. Oh, wow, I'm still alive. Well, guess who has the shield?
That's enough out of you!
Yeah, what? Oh, I was gonna say, if he ran over to that again and tried to activate, I would have laughed. Because, yeah, I thought this was gonna be like a random $20, like, yeah, you can play this while we work to hold you over for like Xenoverse 2. But if this thing really takes off, this could be like nuts. Especially if they keep updating it like bit by bit. They could drag this on while they, and then when Xenoverse 3 comes out, they could like, I'm not gonna say re-release it, but I will never understand Kid Buu. It's like everyone says like he's technically the strongest version because he's technically the purification, like he's the pure embodiment of like carnage that he's supposed to be, but it's also just like, no, he's not.
Here I go!
Because if you think, because Super Buu
Can you hear me? It's
also
Trunks.
doesn't make any
I've
sense
set
because
a
Super Buu
super
is like the
time
evil
machine,
that
as well
Buu
as a
released
crate
from
of
himself,
supplies.
who is I guess stronger than regular Buu was at the time.
Then place them in the
And
right
then when he
spots.
ate Buu, he became even stronger, and then Buu absorbed Gotenks, and then Piccolo, and then Gohan. And Gohan was the strongest thing at the time, so he became Buuhan, as people dubbed him, and everyone's like, yeah, that's the strongest one. Which again, that makes sense, but then it's like, okay, well, he spit all. Because again, he doesn't hold on to their power after he spits them out. Because if that was the case, they never would have beat him. It's just like, yeah, he's about as strong. Kid Buu is about as strong, or maybe a little bit stronger than Majin Buu, which still makes no sense. But then he's just like, okay. Because again, he was just like whooping them the whole time, and it's just like, so did Buu somehow get weaker? I don't know. I think he's a bit more unpredictable, because his whole thing is like, yeah, he's like Carnage incarnate, so he can he'll just destroy whatever he wants and then be fine with it. It's like, no. He's like, yeah, he's more wild, but that doesn't make him more of a threat, because anything he can do, in theory, like Super Buu can also do. Like, the only thing I would argue Kid Buu can do that Super Buu at the moment can't is like instant transmission, and that's just because he saw Goku do it at one point and learned it. Which again makes no sense. But it's whatever. It is what it is. But that's one thing that gets me too, is like when I watch things and like there's always people talking about power scaling and how does this person compare to this person? Like, can this Naruto character beat this Dragon Ball Z character? And some people will be like, yeah, no, can be able to beat like Yamcha. And I'm like, what? And my whole thing is just like, okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Like, y'all need to stop making fun of Yamcha. Like, I get it. In comparison to other people, he's not that strong. But hey, look, he was cool at one point in the beginning of the series. Yeah, he's outclassed now in comparison to, cause you can also make the argument about, oh, what about Tien and like Krillin? They never stopped training. Yamcha did. It's like, first of all, Tien doesn't seem to amount to much even when he does train, because nothing ever changes for him. And I feel bad for the guy, because Krillin barely trains, just recently started training, somehow is considered the strongest human, which makes no sense. But he's also Goku's best friend, so it kind of makes sense that they would make him stronger at some point just because. But even then, that just doesn't make any sense.
You're my savior.
Guess I can't use that. I had such a good trip this week too. It was just fun. I got to go to Galveston, had an interesting little coffee thing. It was so nice. But I don't know. It's just like when it comes to fandoms, everyone always likes to use the term toxic, but it's like, oh, one sec.
Thank you so much.
That's what I ordered over coffee. What was I saying again?
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Oh right, power keys.
Great. You know what to
See,
do with
that's
that key.
I'll never understand some of this stuff. It's like, okay, see, I got 2. You have 3. Yeah, see, you got 3. See, and that's how I look at it. It's like whoever has more, the person who has less submits to the one that has more. If they found more, like if I had 2 and she had 2, I would expect her to give them to me, so I would have 5. Now you could always make the argument of like, oh well, shouldn't we all have them separate so if the waiter gets one of us, he doesn't get all of them? It's like, well, that's supposed to be the risk, because only one person can hold them and use the pedestal. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, look man, it is what it is. It's either you're doing that or you're not. There is no in between. Like, you have to, if you want the Dragon Balls, you have to find them. And when you find them, you have to commit to it. Otherwise,
That's enough out
yeah.
of you.
Oh, did I hit him? No, I didn't. Damn it. I wonder if you could win the game in Spopovich. Like, you probably can if you have some trash survivors, but I'm real curious to see what happens if you just like as Spopovich, can you just best them?
That's enough out of you.
Yeah, I don't think I hit him. Yeah, because I'm curious what's that gonna look like. Does it just switch to Boo and then he blows up the area? Or because Spopovich is still just human. He can only do basic things. And I don't think they need to buff any of those first forms, because it's like, yes, that was the Cicada, he's pretty worthless. But then you also got like, I mean, he could technically attack, but he also can't really do anything. But then it's like, okay, you got people like,
That's a new power key. Place it
ah,
now.
damn it. There you go. Ah, I missed. Wait, I don't even think he can see me yet. Oh, okay, there we go. I was about to say, I was like, you don't get over here and catch this. Oh, so that's what it looks like for the guys. Eh, that's funny.
I'm in danger here, aren't
That
I?
boy got seduced. Masaru was finding feelings he didn't realize he had. Oh boy, nope. Oh, he just got juked. Yoink. I dead ass just went in a big circle and he got confused. Oh, right, I don't have anything to like regain this naturally. Oh, see, if they do make the androids a thing, I hope they make it co-op so you can play as 2 raiders instead of 1. But have it like be a trick where it's like, yeah, the androids are always together, so you have to be within a certain range of each other, so you can't just have one person explore one side of the map and then have the other person explore the other side of the map, because then that'd be too busted. But then you have to be like, okay, well, how are we gonna make them like deadlier or stronger? And see, I thought about that myself, and I was like, okay, here's what you're gonna do. Right, you start off as like one of Dr. Zero's like robots or something, right? Like you start off as like Android 19. Right? Well, not even Android 19, like maybe like some like generic like red ribbon soldiers, right? And then you go into Androids 19 and then 20, right? And then after that you go to like, see, no, that won't work either. It'd have to be like, yeah, you start off as like the red ribbon soldiers, then you start off as Android 19, then Dr. Gero, and then like Android 17 and 18. Boom. And you can even throw in 16 as like an assist to like Dr. Gero or something like that, just so he could not be totally useless. Or you can go even further and go, you know, Android 19 and 20, and then 17 and 18, 16, and then boom, 21. Because why not? But I guess, see, it's tricky, but it can work. Especially, like, here's the thing: the more creative they get with this game too, and then the more they can just do. Oh shit, he's blowing up the system.
I'm in danger here, aren't I?
Boo! I thought he, for a second there, I thought he destroyed it, and I was like, oh no. Ow. Nope. Oh, I am getting clapped. Alright. Let me just stop that. Yeah. Get seduced. That's one of my favorite lines from like, I ended up watching Beastars, but someone told me it was like an adult version of Zootopia, and I was like, yeah, let me check it out. Cause I like the Zootopia movie, and I got curious. And like one of my favorite lines is just when the Doshi runs into Haru for the first time, and she's just like, oh, I've never been with a predator before. Which again sounds really weird when you word it like that, but you know what I mean. And he freaks out and like runs out the room or whatnot, and then she just goes like, strange, he left before being seduced. It's like, oh. Yeah, just don't look this way. Oh, that, I mean, I want to help you, I really do, but at the same time, it's like, I can't afford to. Wait, oh, that puts us as a Dragon Ball. I mean, damn, they putting their hands on Majin Buu. Oh, yeah, no, he's not stopping us. Not by this point. Come on, you. Give me some. I need a cooldown drink. I need another one. See, that's the thing though, even when they're putting their hands on the Raiders, one of the things of like, yeah, I kind of need them to not do that entirely. I was really hoping that would work like a third time, because it'd be hilarious. Oh, stop it! Okay, no, we good, we straight. Whew. And bye-bye, boo. But still, that show's actually really good. I like it a lot, and it made me laugh from time to time.
Huh?
Although it's weird, that's weird to say anyone that watches that as a furry, but you know, it is what it is.
Here goes nothing.
I'll never understand some of that though when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. It's
It's
just
Trunks. I've set a
like every time you watch an anime, there's always someone somewhere that has something wrong to say about it. It's like, oh, you like this show? It's like, oh, their body expectations are so unrealistic. I'm like, yeah, it's an animation. It's not, none of it's realistic. Matter of fact, the whole anime is about these random like people fighting demons and dragon ladies and like evil and like monsters, and they have magical swords or bows or wands, or they have like special powers. You know how stupid it is in certain anime when all they have are special powers, and then like the main character has like the power to copy any power but make it stronger. I was like, that's so uncreative. And it happens a lot more than you would think, where it's like, oh yeah, my power is I can take anyone's power that I've seen or that they use on me, and I can turn it around and counter it, or I can I have like a stronger or weaker version of it. And if it is a weaker version, it will become stronger because of the power of friendship or some other reason, which is really stupid and uncreative. Or the ones that's like, oh yeah, I have like a really lame power because my power is the power to nullify other powers. It's like, that's not lame, that's actually really fucking useful. Like, someone has a power of fire, you immediately point your hand toward them, boom, no fire. It's like, done. It's like, and that's what gets me, is like they always try to make it sound like it's the weakest power out there. It's like, oh, I don't have the power to shoot lasers, but I have the power to stop the guy who shoots lasers by aiming my hand at him. And that's the thing, it's always like a specific body part. It's like, yeah, no, my left leg can stop people from causing explosions with their eyes or hands or whatever. It's like, or my right kidney can stop people from summoning black holes. It's like, but they always use the hand thing though. I feel like it's always the hand or the eyes or whatever, because when they do that anime opening or whatnot, it always shows him like running around or doing something, and then he like holds his hand out, all cool, like dun, or something like that.
Thanks.
And again, it's not that. And again, there's certain anime I actually don't like the main characters, which is. But again, like for instance, a certain Magical Index, I don't like the main character. I find him very annoying. Like he puts himself in problem situations, and I'll never get over that one scene where he's like, "Yeah, you were never that lady's friend." It's like, you don't know. You met this lady a day ago, and you almost got her killed. That was entirely your fault. And then you have the nerve to talk to these people who have known her for years, being like, "I'm more of a friend to her than you are." It's like, bitch.
Welcome.
Like, they're supposed to make you feel bad for her beating him up. I wanted her to, like, cave his head in with that sword of hers. 1 second. Ugh, I think I'm deaf. Alright. So that's what tinnitus is. Awesome. Oh, God, where was I? I lost my train of thought and everything. Yeah, my nephew is here. Good for him. Why did he try biting me? I don't know. The mind of a 3-year-old.
Hey, great.
Great. I lost my everything. Yeah, I forgot about that too, didn't I? Let's see. Some sensu beans. What's in? See, my thing is like cooldown drinks to me are always useful because, especially the higher your level is, it gives you more than a free shot. Sensu beans, you can technically bring yourself back up, but here's the thing: when you get dropped anyways, even with the self-reviving sensu bean, if they finish you off, you can't use them. But the second you get dropped anyways, they automatically will go in to finish you too, unless there's multiples of you. In which case, yeah.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
But even again, it doesn't do anything, so there's no point keeping them at this point. Like, they have their uses. They can also pick up allies instantly, but still, once...
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done. One of your allies needs some help.
They're close. You're going to pay! Come in! Big trouble. Here goes! You're going to pay! Special beam cannon! Special beam cannon! Keep going. Close.
Your ally's knocked out. Can you save them?
Kaioken! Yeah! I owe ya.
Impossible.
Galaxy!
No one does this to me!